Hello everyone, welcome back to a fresh new episode of Home to More JavaScript. So today's topic is array filter method. Okay, so in filter method is basically a higher order like function. Okay, so others are like map, reduce, sort, sum. There are others also like higher order functions. So apart from that, so today we will see filter method. Okay, with examples. Okay, so moving to the theoretical part, what filter method is. So I have copied this from like other website. Okay, frankly speaking. So like what filter method does is like filter method at the end it will return a new array. Okay, it will return a new array and which will pass the test provided by a function. Okay, basically the callback function will have some like test some conditions, and element which will pass that condition will be added or will be pushed to the new array, and at the end we will in the result you will get the new array. Okay, another are same like the function will not execute for empty element, original array will not be changed. Okay, so moving to the syntax part, so it array dot filter, sorry, this will be like filter. So filter will be same, the keyword filter, array will be the array on which like we are going to apply filter method, and this will be a callback function and one this reference. Okay, so this is normal callback function, or you can use arrow function or any like callback function over here. Okay, so this callback function has three different parameters just like map. Okay, one is current value, the current element, index, the index of the current element, and array, the array on which the filter has been applied. Okay, so I have already taken this like one uh, array of object basically, so that we can look we can deep dive into with an example. Okay, so how filter works and what we can do with the filter. Okay, so over here what we will do, as I said, that filter will have some the callback function will have some condition which we, and the element which will pass that condition, we will get a new array for that. Okay, basically this also modifies an array as per the conditions. Okay, so now we have an array one. Okay, so it has array of objects. So what we will do, so as I will like, we will check for we will, we just, our requirement is just we want objects or we want element with id equal to 1. Okay, so now I want these three. Okay, basically my requirement is like the id who I want to get the details of the object who has the id 1. Okay, so we'll do constant result 1. Okay, we will use array 1 dot filter. Okay, so I means I don't like to write like a more line of code, so I will use the optimized one. Okay, like the shorthand and all. So try to cop up with me. Okay, and sorry for that. Okay, so I will over here. So we will write a callback function basically, and I'm using arrow function over here. Okay, so now it is item, and what we will do, we will check item dot id triple equal to 1. Okay, so what this will do, so if item dot id equal to 1, so if item dot id is 1, so it will be true, and this condition will be passed, so it will return the object or the element which will pass this condition. Okay, so if we log it, log final result 1, so over here we will see result 1. Okay, so let's see the log. So you can see, okay, JavaScript and Python with the same ID. The ID 1 has been passed and we got it. Okay. So now we will even like, so even we will, over here itself I will show you same. Let me take a different example so that how now like at the end when I paste this code on my document, so it will be easy for like others to get, the code will not be missed. Okay. So okay, let me name it as array 2. Our requirement is, now our requirement is like the element whose name is there, like without any name, we want to remove that element from the array which does not have the name in it. Like we don't want these three. Okay, because why we don't want, because it doesn't have name. Okay, we just want that element which has complete name or like name, no blank space or anything. Okay, so result 2 we will keep same like array 2. So over here we have item dot id. No, we will do just like item dot name. So what will happen over here, if item dot name is there, so it will return. So the condition will be true and it will return the element. Okay, so just log this again. Result for 2 and result 2. So if we, so we can see over here we got the output that we just got that elements which has name in it. Okay, now let's take one more example. Okay, so now we will do normal. Okay, okay, single array, array 3. Okay, this will be just like 1 comma 2 comma. Okay, so now we will like the requirement or the problem statement we will keep like okay, so just like the element which will be greater than, so we will use that. Okay, the requirement will be easy for this also. Let me first write this. Okay, so now what we want those numbers or elements which are greater than 25. Just okay, greater than 25. So I hope you are getting like what are the scenarios or the requirement or when you can use filter method and which and when filter method can be helpful for us. Okay. Okay, so result 2 is already defined. Okay, so we need to write over a result 3. Okay, so you can see we got the result like the elements which are greater than 25, we got all that elements within an array. So you can see how easy it has been after using like filter method, how easy it has become to like process this. Okay, requirement and all. So now what we will do, so okay, so let's take a complicated one, like sometime in interview also like they used to ask within we have an array of element. Okay, and now what our requirement is to like to add that, like to remove that element which have certain character in it. Okay, so I will just write that example, you will get to understand better. Okay, so this is array 4. So we will write over here apple comma mango comma pineapple comma orange. Okay, just let me, and now our requirement is like certain we need that element. Okay, we need that element which have double p in it basically. Okay, so element which have double p in it, we want that to in another array. Okay, so we will do what, so over here even we will use like array include method. Okay, so this is fourth one, and now we will use a item dot includes pp. So now what this will do, this will check for each element within an array and those element which have pp in it. So this will become true because basically item dot include will check for like a pp. Okay, whether pp is there in the not, whether it is included in the string or not. So if it is included, it will return true. So true will return that element within that result 4. Okay, so now you can see we got that output like apple and pineapple are the only element which have double p in it. Okay, so this type of questions like you can tackle it using filter method. And apart from that, yes, one more thing, like for example let's consider this. Okay, we will change this. No, I will just copy paste this. We will not change that array because again it will like while writing, while copying pasting this code in document, it will be easy now. Okay, now I will do over here, I will write null undefined empty string. Okay, over here we will write false. Okay, so now this is I will just remove this. I think this should come in a single line itself. Okay. So now I will show you how how we can remove. So now our requirement is very simple. Okay. Our requirement is we want to remove, we want that element which have certain which are true basically, or which have something in it. Okay, so 0 will be false, null will be false, undefined will be false, empty string will be false, and false will be false. So this element are those element which don't does not have anything in it. Okay, so we want that element itself which are not false, basically 1 2 3 4 5, like all that type of element which we required which are there. Okay, like we will add this also. Okay, one string. Okay, so now I will write again. So I will show you how you can solve this. Okay, without writing much of the code. We will not write over here a callback function. Basically, we are not going to write callback function over here. So if such conditions arise, okay, like you just want a true value, the element which are true, you just want to return that, then you don't need to write a extreme line of like most line of code or more line of code. Just use over here. We can use boolean. Okay, so what this will do, boolean will always return, boolean will give you true or false. Okay, so if you the array is 5 over here. Okay, so now the output, if you check for 5, see, you can see we got all the true value, basically all that element we have got which has value in it. So rather than writing all that condition, we can, like, if someone basically what we can do over here also, like we can do like this item. Okay, so item triple equal to true or something like, but this will also not return because null will not be same as true. Okay, so so rather than writing any other callback function or within that, so we can directly use boolean, and we can, that will solve our problem. Okay, so I have already like used 5 different problem statement to show how we can use filter method. Okay, so now if you have any doubt regarding filter method, you can comment below, and apart from that, for map, for reduce, and for other, you can also check my playlist hum tum aur javascript. Over there I used to add videos related to javascript itself. And if you like, so if you like this video, do like and comment your doubt, anything, and do subscribe my channel also. Okay, thank you.